everybody. The book we're going to read tonight is one of my favorite books of all time, written by one of my favorite authors and illustrators of all time, Tomie dePaola. And he just passed away yesterday. He was 85 years old, and so I thought this would be the perfect book and the first book on our Youper Schoolhouse channel to share. So this book is called The Art Lesson. And little Tomie here, this is a story about him, the author. He knew when he was just 4 years old that he wanted to grow up to be an artist. And this book is about him when he was a little boy. Do you know what you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a doctor for the animals.
A zoologist, a doctor for the animals.
Kate, what do you want to be?
Something to do with animals too. Well, think about what you want to do when you get older and just start practicing it. This is the art lesson. You ready, Kate?
Yeah.
Tomie knew he wanted to be an artist when he grew up. He drew pictures everywhere he went. It was his favorite thing to do. Look at his kitty watching him. He drew on the sidewalk like you girls did today. His friends had favorite things to do too. Jack collected all kinds of turtles. Herbie made huge cities in his sandbox. Jeannie, Tomie's best friend, could do cartwheels and stand on her head. But Tomie drew and drew and drew. He even drew pictures of his friends. His twin cousins, who were already grown up, were in art school learning to be real artists. They told him not to copy and to practice, practice, practice. So he did. Tomie put his pictures up on the walls of his half of the bedroom. His mom put them up all around the house. His dad took them to the barber shop where he worked. Tom and Nana, Tomie's Irish grandfather and grandmother, had his pictures in their grocery store. Nana Fall River, his Italian grandmother, put one in a special frame on the table next to the photograph of Aunt Chloe in her wedding dress. Once Tomie took a flashlight and a pencil under the covers and drew pictures on his sheets. But when his mom changed the sheets on Monday and found them, she said, "No more drawing on the sheets, Tomie." His mom and dad were having a new house built, so Tomie drew pictures of what it would look like when it was finished. When the walls were up, one of the carpenters gave Tomie a piece of bright blue chalk. Tomie took the chalk and drew beautiful pictures all over the unfinished walls. But when the painters came, his dad said, "That's it, Tomie, no more drawing on the walls." Tomie couldn't wait to go to kindergarten. His brother Joe told him there was a real art teacher who came to the school to give art lessons. "When do we have our art lessons?" Tomie asked the kindergarten teacher. "Oh, you won't have your art lessons until next year," said Miss Bird. "But we are going to paint pictures tomorrow." Do you think he was sad when he heard that? It wasn't much fun. Hold it in your lap, please. Crisscross applesauce. There you go. The paint was awful, and the paper got all wrinkly, and Miss Bird made the paint by pouring different colored powders into different jars and mixing them with water. I bet there's some people out there who remember that kind of paint. paint didn't stick to the paper very well, and it cracked. If it was windy when Tomie carried his picture home, the paint blew right off the paper. At least you get more than one piece of paper in kindergarten, his brother Joe said. When the art teacher comes, you only get one piece. Oh dear. Tomie knew that the art teacher came to the school every other Wednesday. He could tell she was an artist because she wore a blue smock over her dress, and she always carried a box of thick colored chalks. Once, Tomie and Jeannie looked at the drawings that were hung up in the hallway. They were done by the first graders. Your pictures are much better, Jeannie told Tomie. Next year, when we have real art lessons, you'll be the best one. Tomie could hardly wait. He practiced all summer. Then, on his birthday, which was right after school began, his mom and dad gave him a box of 64 Crayola crayons. Regular boxes of crayons had red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, brown, and black. This box had so many other colors: blue, violet, turquoise, red, orange, pink, and even gold, silver, and copper. Do you remember when you went to the Crayola factory? And how many different colors there were there?
And we got to make one and name one.
Be as creative as you wanted. I bet Tomie would have loved that. Class, said Miss Landers, the first grade teacher, next month the arts teacher will come to our room. So on Monday, instead of singing, we will practice using our crayons. On Monday, Tomie brought his 64 crayons to school. Miss Landers was not pleased. Everyone must use the same crayons, she said. School crayons. School crayons had only the same old 8 colors. As Miss Landers passed them out to the class, she said, these crayons are school property, so do not break them. Peel off the paper or wear down the points. How am I supposed to practice being an artist with school crayons? Tomie asked Jack and Herbie. That's enough, Tomie, Miss Landers said, and I want you to take those birthday crayons home with you and leave them there. Now, I know some awesome first grade teachers that would never say that to their students. And Joe was right. They only got one piece of paper. How many pieces of paper do I let you use at home?
Millions.
Finally, the day of the art lesson came. Tomie could hardly sleep that night. The next morning, he hid the box of 64 crayons under his sweater and went off to school. He was ready. Was he supposed to do that?
No.
The classroom door opened, and in walked the art teacher. Miss Landers said, Class, this is Mrs. Bowers, the art teacher. Patty, who is our paper monitor this week, will give out one piece of paper to each of you. And remember, don't ruin it, because it is the only piece you'll get. Now pay attention to Mrs. Bowers. Class, Mrs. Bowers began, because Thanksgiving is not too far away, we will learn to draw a pilgrim man, a pilgrim woman, and a turkey. Watch carefully and copy me. Copy? Copy? What does Tomie know about copying?
You can't do it because his 2 old girl sisters have real art lessons and told him you can't copy things.
Tomie knew that real artists didn't copy. This was terrible. This was supposed to be a real art lesson. He folded his arms and just sat there. Now, what's the matter, Mrs. Landers asked. Tomie looked past her and spoke right to Mrs. Bowers. I'm going to be an artist when I grow up, and my cousin told me that real artists don't copy. And besides, Landers won't let me use my own 64 Crayola crayons. He's a little upset. Well, well, Mrs. Butler said. What are we going to do? She turned to Miss Landers and they whispered together. Miss Landers nodded. Now, Tomie, Mrs. Bauer said, it wouldn't be fair to let you do something different from the rest of the class. But I have an idea. If you draw the pilgrim, man and woman, and the turkey, and if there's any time left, I'll give you another piece of paper, and you can do your own picture with your own crayons. Can you do that? I'll try, Tomie said, with a big smile. Do you think he can do it? And he did. And he did. Who did he draw a picture of? The art teacher. And he still does. And he still will paint and
Up
draw.
there.
Up there. What do you think of that story? We hope you liked it. I love it because it's a book that I always read in September, and my sticker here reminds me that I put it on my September bookshelf because I wanted all my students to know that they were all artists and writers and thinkers and could think and do things in their own way. And of course, all the best teachers out there know that we want our children to be the best that they can be and use their own gifts, and those gifts are all different. So now I'm going to turn it over to Miss Videographer from the other morning, Emma, to share some thoughts she had about art.
Even though we make lots of art projects, I made one, and so did my sisters, but theirs are up on the wall over there, about weaving, and our mom taught us how to weave, and my mom cut a puppy, and since she's so good at art because her mom was a retired art teacher, I got to make a puppy for weaving art. And I'll make some more, and I'll show you on the video on YouTube, and I'll also make some different art projects, but this is my favorite one throughout the whole COVID-19.
So maybe we're going to wrap it up here. One idea you could do is, because spring is upon us and just around the corner, maybe think of your favorite springtime thing. Maybe we're going to be seeing some rainbows with rainstorms soon. Maybe you could paint or draw some kind of picture about spring or a rainbow in the scene. And with that, we're going to end. And we dedicate this last song to Mr. Tomie dePaola.
Me. I don't want to sing.
You don't have to.